the X Lounge. This is Brian, your host. Today we have a mystery review. Actually, it's not, because you can see the title right there below what it is you're looking at. So, the big reveal. 55 Chevy Bel Air. One of my favorite cars. Allegedly, according to some dude, some rando, when I was at the store purchasing this, apparently, according to him, this is the same kit as the Badman. Never having built the Badman, I don't know. So, you be the judge when you take a look at the parts. And you can let me know. And then we'll all know. Okay. So, let's flip this over. Revealing the soft underbelly. As you can see, I brought along my extremely sterile scalpel. First, I'll make a slice along the epidural ridge. Not bad, not bad. Then we'll cut along the membrane quadrant. Yes, yes. Oh, look at that. All that's left is a hibiscus geranium. I'm way off on that one. And then, of course, the proboscis bigus will be removed. Okay. There's what we see when we open the box. Unfortunately, a gigantic made in China stamp. Alright, I'm going to pull everything. No, I'm going to set everything over here. And we're going to look at things. Might as well look at the glass first. Am I going to? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and cut it out here. As soon as I find my big Neanderthal-like scissors. This is not them, but it's a close second. I collect these old-timey scissors, by the way. I love the way they sound. Ugh, I almost give you a shiver. This is not a, is it Weiss or Vice? This is like a no-name brand, but it's still a good pair of scissors. Okay. So there's our glass. Everything looks good. There's there's a raised portion there. I guess that's to be used as the I don't know what they call it. A pillar. You would paint chrome, I guess. Very big attachment there in the front. That will be interesting to remove without any shattering or plastic fragmenting going up into the visible area. I'm sure there's a lip that will cover that. So there's our transparent hood scoop. That's pretty awesome. A little bit of Tamiya clear, and you could have that whatever color you wanted it. Here's a bag with the body and tires in it. So the tires are separately packaged, which is always a good thing. That way they're not touching the glass or the body or anything else that they could chemically eat into. So we've got 4. I would guess these to be the stock, although the back ones are bigger than the... Yeah, there's no stock. This isn't a stock kit. This is only Street Machine 2-in-1, it says. And by the way, it is kit number. It is kit number 14519er. Okay, so here's some slicks, some no-name slicks. They've got a white wall portion on this side, nothing on that side. There is a little bit of, I don't know what you would call that, folding perhaps. There's a little bit of a dip there. I'm assuming that could be, I don't know, maybe sand it out or just use the other side. And another set of wheels with that have some wides for the back, but not quite as wide as the slicks. And I'm assuming these front tires are for the slick groupage. So at least those are separate. They're not going to rest up against anything, and cast a halo on it. Here's something interesting. Down here is stamped into it, copyright I think that's 1963. Pardon me for a moment while I get in there. Yeah, copyright 1963. Rebel Incorporated, all rights reserved, made in China. Probably the original was not made in China. So there is our body. Everything looks pretty sharp. I don't see anything out of whack here. There is a bit of a line going across there. I don't know if you can see that. There, right there. You can't feel it, but you can see it, and most likely, if you were to paint over that, it would show up later. So that's going to need a light sanding. A little bit of weirdness right there. It's almost like a patch has been made in the mold, because there's a very faint line right there. Oh, hang on. There's a very faint line along there, and then there's another one up here. I'm thinking that was a patch or something goofy went on. Very light on the panel lines there. This one almost goes away. Let me get in close to that. There we go. Yeah, a little light on the panel lines there for the door. They will have to be rescribed, and that is going to be, that one right there is almost non-existent. It's only showing up because the pencil made a mark on there. Same thing with this side. Light, it's there, but it's light. The door handle looks nice and sharp though, so does the trim. Okay, so apart from some weak panel lines, it looks pretty good. And this is the main bag of parts. Should need these. Okay. Ooh, okay. So we've got some headers here. And inner or rear of wheel pieces. There's some more there. I have no idea what that is. 32 and 35. No idea. Shapes up to be, I don't know, some kind of a scoop. Some other mystery parts. Everything looks good. A little bit of flash. Nothing scary. A little chunky, perhaps. I mean, there's not a lot of detail going on here. But I don't know that those are parts that really would have a lot of detail in the real world. Here's I guess that's a starter, and the battery looks pretty good. There's the dashboard. It's okay. It's got some. You can zoom in on that, I think. There we go. That looks okay. And the radiator has detail on one side, but not the other. I guess that's a console. Here's our interior tub. It's got a couple posts for the seats. A little bit of texture for a carpet. Some holes probably for the roll bar. There's our hood. It's got some of those hood lock. I guess those are hood locks. I've only ever seen those in the front, but I guess if you're pulling it straight off, you would need 4 of them. They're a little weak. I'd probably file them off. I've seen better. Okay, here's our frame and undercarriage. As you can see, the mufflers and pipe, exhaust pipe, are molded in. That will be a lot of work to get rid of that. And it looks like the leaf springs attach right through the the exhaust pipes there. Okay, we got some bucket seats with some pretty decent texture, really deep, and our engine halves, starter and very long oil filter included. Here we have some chrome. We take an eyeball with that. There's a little bit of grit under the chrome on those Kraggers there, but not bad. These, even though I don't like the style, look awesome. The chrome is an excellent coating job on those. Next up, another chrome tree. Looks like this has the balance of the engine parts and some chrome slots. That's unique. All of the chrome looks okay here. A little bit of grit behind. That's probably the license panel, license plate holder. That would be the back anyhow. Good coverage. Not much flash. There's that hood ornament. That'll be a challenge to get off of there. Okay, so here's those. We've got some white wall decals, some tire decals, a couple cherry bombs, 2 different names, plenty of American flag stuff that is vehicle specific, and there's some seatbelt decals. I don't know what that is. Oh, you know what? That's the hood locks. Huh. So maybe you would want to keep those and just put these decals over it. Yeah, okay. I can see that. Yeah, that looks a whole lot better than just the naked lumps. Okay, what else is on there? There's some tire livery, if you will. That's what that's called. And a couple of USA license plates. Ooh, there's one for Utah. Only license plate there. However, look at this. Always like this. Dashboard logos or dashboard decals. There's the speedometer and the Bel Air for the right side, and there's another one right there. Yes, I like it. Okay, that will have to get its own special baggie later. So here's the instructions. A little bit of a little bit of a blurb here about the vehicle, the real vehicle, in 3 different languages, and then some pages of color suggestions, and then a list of all the parts and their names. What are those 2 mystery parts? They are this one and this one, 35 and 32. That is a piece of tree bark. Our mystery parts are 35 and 32. Rear exhaust collector. Rear exhaust collector? Okay. We'll see how it pans out in the instructions. Okay. So another page of part names there on this side. We've got some engine instructions. And interior stuff all seems to be pretty standard. Ooh, look at that, the gasser. There's the whole gasser rig right there. Straight axle with leaf springs. Got some of those, what are those bars called? Traction bars? 12. It says rear engine half. That is not a rear engine half. Oh no, that's step number 12. That's part number 40. Part number 40. Yep, traction bars. I'm learning. Ah, here's those mystery items. That gets a plate underneath of it. Oh, okay. That squirts out the side. So those are almost like leg burners. So then I guess the I guess you just ignore the fact that there's still exhaust there, and there's part of an exhaust sticking out there. Oh no, that's a question mark, so you can do either or. That's part of the 2-in-1. Alright, there's instructions about all your tire options, putting the battery in, there's your little accessory gas tank, or your racing gas tank. There's some of those, there's some of that. Still one more page. Ah, the hood stuff. You gotta love that transparent hood scoop. And here we have the first option for decals and color. And then option 2. That's a good stance. I like it. And then option 2. The under pressure version. Well, that wraps up our review on the 55 Chevy Bel Air by Monogram. Looks to be an enjoyable kit. You be the judge of whether it's the actual. It's got to be the bad man molds. Why would they have another set? You know. So I kind of wish they just put out or at least put in the bad man decals. You know. Wonder why they wouldn't do that. So definitely one to pick up. There are plenty of parts in here that you would otherwise have to make yourself if you were making your own gasser out of a 55. Ideally, the leaf springs, the axles, and the traction bars. So hopefully this one will stick around for a while, but just in case it doesn't, probably should grab yourself one. In the meantime, subscribe if you would like, hit that bell notification, and you will be informed the exact instant that our next video is released. Thanks for watching.
Party!